Mr. Speaker, you probably wouldn't notice it by looking around this room, but hairstylists are now open. Gyms, yoga studios, pool halls, bowling alleys will soon be good to go. Yet for some reason, Service New Brunswick centres and most other government departments remain closed to the public, with some offering only limited services by appointments. My questions for the Minister in charge of Service New Brunswick. Why is the government departments lagging to reopen when private businesses are eager to open their doors? And when will Service New Brunswick offices be open to the public?
Minister of Service New Brunswick.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you for that question. On April 1st, Service New Brunswick reopened 9 centres for essential services by appointment only. At SNB, service centres have been fully staffed and working throughout the pandemic situation, providing appointment booking services, local dealer support, and online fulfillment. 10 locations are now currently open, and 2 more will open next week, June 1st, Tracadie and Sussex. And they will be by appointment only, so we encourage everyone to call the 188 number. It's 188-762-8600. And when they call that number, they will be assisted. They will be able to make an appointment. And I want to remind everyone in the House today that of the 429 services that we offer at Service New Brunswick, all of them except 30 can be done online. So if they call, and if they're not a techie person like me, they will be assisted. So if they...
Time, Minister. The member for Fredericton Grand Lake and Leader of his party.
I'd like to thank the Minister for that response. However, there is a growing gap between private sector and public sector. We're seeing the private sector eager, salivating to open, because their livelihood depends on it, frankly. And however, we don't see the same eagerness from the public sector in terms of government departments. Of course, we have our essential workers in healthcare, which deserve all the praise in the world, nursing homes, etc. But when it comes to government departments, we seem to see some shortcomings with how quickly government departments are moving. So I would like to ask, I guess, the Premier, when we can expect to see government departments open to the public so that services can continue to flow and be maintained. Thank you, Mr.
The Honourable the Premier.
Thank you for the question. And I guess thinking about how we open up differently, Mr. Speaker, so I'm not speaking particularly to Service New Brunswick and then getting reopened across the province, but I'm speaking about how we look at things differently in terms of, you know, we've talked about virtual health visits. We've talked about reducing the wait times and more patients having access to primary care. We've talked about opening up government differently. So I guess I would say to the leader of the People's Alliance Party that it's not about just getting everything open the way it was. And I know businesses, many are doing it quicker because they are greatly livelihoods depend on it, and I get it. It's trying to find, do we have the best model as we go forward? And I guess when we think about moving 200 seniors out of hospitals because the best place was nursing homes, and we did that in less than probably 5 weeks with coordination between Department of Social Development and Department of Health, something that's been on the books for a long, long time. How many other things can we do differently as we bring back government in a whole new different way with better service to the public?